What's up everybody, PickerGoose here, and I'm coming at you with the haul video. This week I am going to do the item of the week at the end of the video. I know last week I did it at the beginning of the video. Oh well, so just scroll the end if you want to see it. It's actually not one item, it's going to be a lot of things that I got. I also grabbed this HP printer. I paid $5 for this thing. I think I'll get 50, 60 on it. What I like to do with items that I'm going to sell on Craigslist is I mark it up. So if it does sell on eBay, I'm going to get the same amount as if I sold it on Craigslist. I do that because, I don't want to be sitting on something forever on Craigslist. This does take up a lot of room for my inventory. Don't have a lot of inventory space. This is what I got at a yard sale late in the day, believe it or not. And again, I found another handheld Yahtzee. This is a golden one. And I paid $23 for everything that I'll show you out of here. And this Yahtzee will pay for that alone. And then I got a Tico RC battery. I had to really cram everything in here. It is 5 sets of the World of Warcraft card game. I personally know nothing about them. All I know is, hey, maybe I can make some bank on it. So it was my risky item of the day. Here are 5 different decks, I guess, in the big plastic containers. And they were already open. So I did a quick research. It took me 5 minutes. And I learned to look for this type of a card. Again, I knew nothing about it before. This is called a loot card. Why is it a loot card? You can actually, they have a little code there, and I guess people scratch it off, and it's like a computer game, and they can get, an item out of it. This card's worth 20 bucks. Now remember, I paid 23 for the whole set. And all these cards, I might get $20 for. The cards aren't worth that much unless they're a loot card. So I was glad I was able to do that. I did go through a couple hundred. But it really only took me 4 or 5 minutes because I'm not going to look up every individual card. I'm sure there are some cards in here worth, $3, $4, $5 at a time. It's just not worth my time. You gotta think about your time management. I got a lot of original Xbox stuff. I did pay more than I would have liked for it. I paid $20 for everything. But it was at like 6:30 in the morning. You gotta be an early bird out there. And they weren't willing to budge on their prices. And I really don't blame them because someone else would have came and picked it up for 20, I'm sure of that. And there is some wiggle room. I got the system, I also the cables, do the controls, and all these games. One thing I've learned from doing this with the Xbox is that the original Xbox games are not really worth that much. You want to look them up anyway, because you never know, but, just toss them in a big lot. So I'm going to add these games on the lot. And on their own, they're not really worth anything, but they will add pretty good value on my Xbox lot. Here are 3 pair of golf shoes. I paid $5 for all 3, so it's 5 total, not 5 each. 2 of them are Callaways. These are in like new condition. Callaway's a pretty good brand of pretty much golf equipment in general. Another pair of Callaways. These are a little bit, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but they're a little bit worn, but I should still do okay on them. And I got a pair of FootJoys. FootJoys, they're the bottom of the barrel that I run into all the time with golf shoes. I really wouldn't pay a whole lot for FootJoys on their own, but if you're going to get a bunch of stuff at a yard sale, it is a good throw-in item. This is a little sports lot. Little, like I said. Grabbed this at a yard sale. Paid $3 for everything. Just a pair of like $4 or $5 biking gloves. Nothing special. Here's a Schwinn bike helmet. Again, nothing really special. I did get this hockey helmet. I picked this up because it is a Bauer. Here's a Cobra 29 LTD Classic CB radio. I do not suggest people doing what I'm about to tell you I did. I paid $45 for this. Why don't I suggest it? Well, what I really mean is I don't suggest it if you don't know what you're doing. Most models I would not pay that much for. This model I did, and I only did it because it comes with the box and this is in like new condition. So I'm going to try to sell this on Craigslist. I'm expecting on Craigslist to get $75 to $80 on it. So you might be thinking, that's not that good of a profit margin. Why would you risk $45 to get that? Well, I'll tell you right now why. These sell. I have sold a few of these, and I'm talking about just the actual radio. Okay, this obviously comes with the mic, plugs, everything else. Just the actual radio console before. Untested. And not the greatest condition, not awful condition. You get $40 for it on eBay. So how much did I really risk? Did I really risk $45? The answer is No, I really risked about 10 because I know worst case scenario, this will go for minimum 40 bucks on eBay. On Friday I got to a sale early, and as I said, you know, people don't really want to budge early, but you do find the best stuff. This bag is maybe a halfway full. It's all Thomas stuff. I got some tracks, I got some of the trains, everything else. I paid 10 bucks for this, which is not great, but I did it because I also got another Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I know I had in my video last week, and I already sold that for $12.50, so almost pays for everything. If you're not doing this yet, you gotta do it. Make small talk with the people. Try and find out maybe why they're gonna sell. These people just moved in, and they have a lot of stuff that they're looking to get rid of. So I'm gonna go back there another day. They told me to keep looking out for them. They have a lot of vintage fishing gear they want to get up, but they wouldn't sell it right there, and it totally sucked because they had fair prices on everything. Okay, everything I'm about to show you, I paid $12 total for it. This is a Radio Shack solitaire game. I'm not too familiar if this one's worth any money. I know that the Radicas are, you know, a little bit, but this is like a throw-in type of an item. This is an acrylic starter set. I opened it up, and everything, I mean, this thing is in like new condition. Everything's ready to go. And if you look on Amazon, this goes for about 30 bucks. I got an Emerson coin counting bank. This is another one of those throw-in items. Got some board games at the sale. I got one board game that wasn't worth anything that I just went to the Goodwill and donated. And this is for 2 Hula Blue craniums. Again, Hula Blue craniums are good. I don't really recommend buying a lot of the cranium games. This does well, and the Caribou does even better. Finally, I was at a yard sale. Going back with the finding out why they're selling. Their son went to college. I think he's a nerd. Whatever. No offense to you nerds out there, alright? So, his mother was getting rid of all of his stuff, or a lot of his older stuff that maybe he doesn't use anymore, who knows. And I got a killer deal on it. I paid 20 bucks for everything you're about to see. So this lot is my item of the week, or items of the week. I know it's kind of lame to do that, but I really didn't have anything that was really too interesting. Nothing that really got my blood boiling this week, unfortunately. But this pick did. Starting with the crappier stuff from it, I got these 2 big bags full of Magic cards. This Magic the Gathering. I'm just going to sell these in a lot. I don't have the time to go through and pick everything out. Maybe there's a really expensive card in here that someone's going to buy the lot on eBay and make money off of me, and God bless them, more power to them. I got all these DVDs. Every single one of them is anime, and I already sold a lot of 4 of these for 16 bucks. This is why this is the pick of the week. I got some paintball equipment. Don't know a whole lot about paintball equipment. I know it's worth money. That's what you want to keep your eye out for. Got this mask. I'm going to guess that this mask is going to go between 30 and 40 bucks. Good stuff. I also got a few of these little paintball containers. I might save up and, you know, wait till I get a nice bundle of them to sell it. Maybe I'll wait till I get an actual paintball gun to sell them. Not really sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I also got this fuel tank there. I really don't know a whole lot about it. I did some research. So if anyone knows a lot about these fuel tanks, feel free just to send me a message, if you will, or a comment. I'm not sure how I figure out what the PSI is, because I've got a message on it on eBay already, because this up here says 450 PSI output. But if you look at the little lever, it goes all the way up to 5,000. And the person sending me the email said, is that a 4,500 PSI? So I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing. And someone asked me when was it made, or when was it born, whatever. Again, I have no idea how to do it. If anyone out there knows more about this type of stuff, please do so. I don't really know anything about paintball equipment, like I said before. I know that's worth money. I know it's to resell it. And I know I have to get it really cheap. So that's my video this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things from this, maybe. Who knows? Probably not. Whatever. I can't help you out. So with that said, like, comment, subscribe. Keep up all the good work out there, guys. I watch a ton of videos from a ton of people, mainly when I'm packaging stuff up, when I'm getting ready to ship stuff out, when I'm listing things. But I promise I'm watching out there, and I'm learning a lot from everyone. So keep up the great work. And with that said, PickerGoose out.